What's up, guys? I hope you're all doing well, and thank you so much for my review for the latest film based off of a video game. It's Until Dawn.
It's what?
Until Dawn. And this is directed by David F. Sandberg, the guy behind Shazam 1 and 2, and it was also the man behind Annabelle Creation, which I think is one of the better horror sequels out there, and a film that I think is probably his best movie. Then you have a film like Lights Out, which I liked, and Until Dawn, to name a few. And this movie, like I said, is based on the video games. A group of friends who are searching for one of the girl's missing sisters gets stuck in a time-looped hotel, and they have to figure out how to survive. And they have to figure out how to survive the night until dawn. And I feel like that's a pretty cool concept, and I can see why they made a video game out of it. And I can see why they made a film out of it. I mean, I think it's something that could really pay off visually with the visual storytelling. And I think that this movie does accomplish that in a way. I think the visuals in the film are really good. And you can kind of just sit there and watch the movie and turn your brain off and still be entertained because this is a very well produced movie. You know, Sony, PlayStation Studios coming in to do this. It's a very good looking movie, and the sound design I really liked. But the instrumental score, I actually did not like, and I thought it was pretty annoying, and I would probably vote for it as the worst score of the year. But the sound effects were actually pretty good. There's a little too many jump scares for me in this movie, to the point where I was expecting them and I didn't even jump at the jump scares. So that's not really a good thing about your horror movie. I think it's creepy. I mean, there's some creepy stuff in the film. There was a creepy shot that you see in the trailer where they're trying to drive away in a car and you see this like giant in the background almost. You don't see him a lot, but I loved that image. And I also loved the image of someone you see down at the end of a hallway, and as he comes towards you, he gets bigger and taller. I thought that was really cool. And the imagery, I think, is something to take away from the film. Now, I thought the script was pretty bad. They tried to interject a storyline with the lead girl's sister, and it kind of reminded me of like 2009's Friday the 13th, where you had the lead guy in that looking for his missing sister. It was kind of a similar scenario. I thought the cast was pretty good. I thought everybody did enough with their roles. Even though the lead girl, I think she was kind of overcooking it at times, she worked for me most of the film. But I don't think that the emotional core and the emotional aspect of this movie works. The reason you go to see this movie isn't for no missing sister storyline. You're going to see this to watch people die and see if they could survive. So I still don't think it was probably as exciting as it could have been, but I think this movie's perfectly watchable. I don't think it's boring by any means. I think you can always be entertained by it, even though you can completely turn your brain off and enjoy it just the same, because there's really no substance to any of it. And like I said before, it was well produced. So, do I think this is a good movie? No. Do I think this is a bad watchable film that you can kind of just throw on during Halloween movie season? Yeah, absolutely. And I'm going to give it 2.5 out of 5 stars. I don't think this is a good movie, and I didn't really find myself liking it all that much, but I found myself entertained. That's my thoughts on Until Dawn, guys. Comment down below. Do you plan on seeing the film? A lot of new stuff coming out this weekend. You've got The Accountant 2, which I've got a review for. The Legend of Ochi, which is the new A24 family film, which I've got a review for up on the channel now. And Star Wars, Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. I did see that today alongside Until Dawn. I'm going to be doing that review tomorrow. You can follow me on Twitter and or X at Ranking72 and Instagram and TikTok at KingOfRises131. That's been it for me. Thank you so much for watching my review for Until Dawn. And until next time, over and out.